Welcome to Recollection Mall. If you were a mall rat like me, or spent your formative years hanging out or being dragged to the mall by your parents or your parental units, then you've come to the right place. Have you ever gone into your childhood, teenage, or current mall and wondered, wasn't there a store or restaurant there? So let's take a trip down memory lane and take a look at that mall's history of yesteryear. Be sure you stick around to the end of this video and see if you can take my mall survey. So leave a comment or a memory of this mall below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks. The mall is located on former farmlands in an area once known as Old Dunstable. The planning and zoning of Pheasant Lane goes back to 1977 when Yankee Greyhound, principal owners of the 44 acres of the New Hampshire side of the border, brought to aldermen a request to rezone the property to accommodate the possible construction of a large-scale regional shopping center. At the same time, the Tamposi family, principal owners of the similarly expansive parcel in Nashua's north end, the former Kessler farm property, were submitting to the board a nearly identical proposal for the Amherst Street site. All that changed in the 1980s as the mall went through its lengthy approval and construction process. Site prep and construction got underway in earnest as girders and beams began to form outlines. The project's sheer size alone was enough to stop many a sightseer in their tracks. It would take over 2 years to build the mall. Located just south of Exit 1 of the F.E. Everett Turnpike, U.S. Route 3 in Nashua, and directly at northbound exit 36 of U.S. 3 in Tyngsboro, Massachusetts. The property straddles the state line, although the entire mall is in New Hampshire. It was built on over 80 acres. The Y-shaped super-regional mall opened in the southern part of Nashua in July of 1986. Pheasant Lane Mall housed 150 stores and spanned approximately 825,000 leasable square feet. The supersized mall drew trade from 2 states, and it siphoned a great deal of commerce from the Nashua Mall. Its proximity to the border has long drawn shoppers from Massachusetts seeking to take advantage of New Hampshire's lack of sales tax. The mall was initially dubbed the Rivergate Mall upon conception, but Pheasant Run Mall before it was tweaked permanently to Pheasant Lane Mall. The mall's opening was a significant milestone for Nashua because it literally put the city and Daniel Webster Highway on the map. The mall was anchored by J.C. Penney, Sears, Lechmere, and Jordan Marsh. During the 1980s, the interior color scheme of the mall was teal and salmon. The mall would later go through a renovation in the 1990s, with filings added in 1993. If you went to the mall in the 80s, 90s, and 2000s, stores you may remember was Dan Chan Chinese Restaurant, Dream Machine, Friendly's, the Disney Store, KB Toys, CVS, Charlie's, Tape World, Cafe Coffee, Record Town, Entertainment Warehouse, The Gap, Haagen-Dazs, Prince Plus, Wilson Leather, Taco Bell, Popcorn Place, Lids, The Noosh Shop, Oakley's Kiosk, Chess King, Just Shirts, Herbert's Potato World, Walden Books, The Discovery Store, Gantos, Northern Reflections, Esprit, Benetton, Nature's Elements, Wicks and Sticks, 579, Arby's, Burger King, Alex and Ivy, Fredericks of Hollywood, Radio Shack, Booksmith, Hair Cosmopolitan, Crabtree and Ellen, Babbage's and Electronics Boutique, Coconuts, Baker's Shoes, Dunkin's, Eugene West, Singapore Chinese Restaurant, Things Remembered, Earring Tree, Halloween Express, Herman Sporting Goods, The Body Shop, Pizza Hut Express, Spencer's, Caps, Best Shoes, Floorshine, Baubles, Bangles and Beads, Sunglass Hut, Schatz Stationery, Noah's, The Body Shop, Prince Plus, The Avenue, Lane Bryant, Mrs. Fields, International Fair, Hut Express, Mason Do Popcorn, Bombay Company, Sesame Street Store, Cindy's Cinnamon Buns, Newberry Comics, Structure, Orange Julius, Tello's, Popeyes, Forever 21, and The Tide Place. Though the area was dotted with malls, today's Pheasant Lane is simply known as the mall to many of its loyalists and frequent shoppers. In the spring of 1996, Jordan Marsh closed. It reopened as a rebranded Macy's. In the fall of 1997, Lechmere closed and was rebuilt into the Target store in the fall of 1999. In 2006, Filene's closed when Macy's and Filene's merged. The Macy's, which was located at the former Jordan Marsh location, moved into the Filene's location. The vacated Macy's building, formerly the Jordan Marsh building, became a Dick's Sporting Goods in 2012. Restaurants Burton's Grill and Red Robin and shops Visionworks and Massage Envy moved next door. In 2011, Pheasant Lane underwent a $10 million renovation that included a redesign of the food court, new lighting and fixtures, ceramic tiles and carpeting, as well as an expansion to the number of retailers and restaurants. The renovations were finished by September of 2012. On February 2nd, 2020, Sears closed. In 2022, a popular frozen yogurt shop, Tutti Frutti, in the Nashua, New Hampshire Mall was closed with a metal gate blocking the entrance. The owner is now facing charges after he allegedly placed a hidden camera in the bathroom. Mall security notified Nashua police that an employee had found the device in the bathroom. In 2024, a new casino called the Nash Casino opened in the former Sears building. The Nash Casino is a charitable gaming venue that will offer dining, entertainment, and gaming with the goal of benefiting local charities. In 2024, a Manchester man was arrested after allegedly using a handgun to threaten 3 mall patrons, one of whom happened to be his former girlfriend. In February of 2025, the state Supreme Court agreed with the lower court that the owners of the Nashua Pheasant Lane Mall were entitled to an abatement payments after paying a disproportionate amount of property taxes in 2019 and 2020. The Pheasant Lane Realty Trust sued the city of Nashua, claiming the mall's property assessments and tax bills were excessive and incorrect from 2018 through 2020. In August of 2025, the first Wetzel's Pretzels in New Hampshire opened at the mall. Today, the 2-level, 980,000 square foot mall has about 139 stores and kiosks, including 4 anchor stores, Dick's Sporting Goods, JCPenney, Macy's, and Target, a casino, and 15 restaurants. Congratulations!
Still here? It's over. Whoa. When I find you.
Pop quiz, hotshot.
This is only a test.
So if you've gotten this far into the video, thanks. So how many anchor stores closed or changed names at this mall? So if your answer was 4, give yourself a hand. You were paying attention. Thanks for watching. So what are some of your memories of this mall? Leave a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe to Recollection Mall. Add your name to the mall directory. Thanks.